guys, welcome to Gadgets and Gizmos. This is our first video. My name is Manny. Today just going to be showing you around my Tesla Model X. This is basically a goodbye video, guys. I'm actually selling the vehicle tomorrow. However, just wanted you guys to have a quick look, give you guys a bit of a review on the car, why I bought it, what I liked, what I didn't like, and why I'm selling the car. As you can see, when I bought the car, it was sort of wrapped in this sort of really nice gunmetal grey wrap, which helps keep it really clean. That's fantastic. It's got all the usual features, which I won't bother showing you in relation to the Falcon Wing doors, all of these sorts of things. It's coming really as an absolutely fantastic car. No issues with the vehicle at all. But I'll talk you through some of the reasons as to why I'm selling it. So that's just a view from the outside, guys. I will open up the doors and just show you what they're like, how they open. There you go. As you can see, absolutely fantastic. One of the most iconic sort of features of the vehicle itself. With those doors. I actually bought myself a 6-seater version. These are actually very unique, especially to the 2017 model, which is what this is. So as you can see, it's got the 2 seats there, as well as that it's got like a little center console, and then of course the 2 seats in the back there, which are at the present moment folded. But I'll give you a bit of a view of the back. That's the back there. Does need a little bit of a clean, which it'll get into in a moment. Alright, we'll stop the video here for a minute. We'll get inside and have a look inside. Alright guys, inside the car now, we're sitting in. Couple of things that I would say to look out for in terms of options. I actually really loved the sound system. For one, I think if you are going to buy one, trust me guys, you have not experienced clear sound until you have sat in a Tesla and experienced the sound system. It is one of the absolute best factory sound systems to come out without paying any exorbitant amount of fees. It is absolutely one of the best without any modifications that you can actually get in terms of sound itself. Now let's have a quick look. Let's go back. Let me take you through. So if you go here, click on the bottom corner there, that should actually get you into the controls option, or the main option there. Click on software. It'll give you all the specifications of the vehicle. So you can see here, autopilot safety features is included. I've got premium connectivity, which is also an included package. And I've got the autopilot computer 2.5 at the moment. If you go to the additional information, you might be able to see here that it does have premium audio system there. I don't have the CCS option installed, and it is still on the 3G, 2G modem connectivity, which is something that perhaps should be upgraded. However, I'm selling the vehicle and buying a newer vehicle, so it won't matter for me anyway. One specific thing that I would look out for, and I guess something that I'm a little bit disappointed with in terms of my vehicle, is the actual range. Probably the number one reason I'm actually selling the car is quite simply because of that range. Even though I was quite lucky, and this is the vehicle with free supercharging. As you can see here, it says supercharging cost $0 because it's for free as part of the early adapters package with Tesla. So anyone that sort of bought a Tesla early on, and I guess adopted into that EV technology early on, as part of that package, they were just given free supercharging for the life of the vehicle. Now, as far as I'm concerned, right now, as you can see, the battery is sitting on about 200, roughly 220 kilometers, and it's roughly half at this stage. How you change that and how you get into the settings is you go into display. Once you go into display, you can change it there to a percentage, and that will then give me a percentage of the battery itself. And you go back into your charging menu and it says it's at 52%. Okay, now the other things to look out for when people are advertising, let's go back to the display menu. You can click distance to get it back to your distance reading. And then there's two types of readings that the actual Tesla gives you. I'll just zoom into that a little bit so you can see. But it gives you those. So one of them is rated and the other one says typical. If it's on rated, let's go back and put that on rated now. Let's zoom out a little. Once we zoom out, I'm going to click on back onto charging. Look at the range now, 275. Very, very sneaky. That's nowhere near the actual range that you'll get for the car. And quite frankly, that is just absolute false advertising. So please be wary of this, guys, when you are looking at the range. Make sure it's on display. Make sure you go to distance, click on typical. Now what you look out for, because Tesla does make it very, very difficult in relation to getting a battery and health check done. Since it does get quite difficult, the best thing that I would recommend is get the owner to charge the vehicle fully, make sure they take a photo and send it to you of the actual range itself, or do a video call so they can actually show you the range. Whatever the range is on an absolute full charge, you're probably going to minus about 10% off that range, and that's what you'll get in the real world. I would honestly say 10, if not 15% minus. Whatever the Tesla says, that's what you'll be getting in real world range. Now this is on 52%. It's sitting on 220 kilometers or 219 now. It's just flicked on. Honestly, the real world range of this vehicle, being a big heavy car, loaded up with 4 people, so me, the wife, 2 kids, a bit of luggage there going on trips. Real world range, you're probably looking at anywhere between 3 to 350. If you drive really, really efficiently, and especially under 100 kilometers an hour, or a little bit less than highway speeds, 80 kilometers an hour, you might be able to absolutely push it out to 400. But 3 to 350 is realistically where you're sitting with a car like this, and that's probably the number one reason I'm selling the car. Guys, we'll conclude the video at that, and I'll come back with a few other little tidbits on the next one. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Alright guys, back here. Just another little quick sneaky tidbit that I'll show you in relation to this one. Wasn't actually sure if you guys knew, but if I actually hold that button right there, that'll open the door, which is fine. That's fantastic. You can obviously close the door from the remote, walk away, press the lock button. You can also press that handle there. As soon as you do that, it'll automatically close the door. Obviously close it normally. You can also go ahead and press the button here to do that, or what you can do is if you just close it nice and smooth, it actually has soft close. Didn't actually know that feature was there. Thanks guys. Alright guys, just a quick view of the inside of the car so you can have a look. Apologies for the mess, but see that here. Nice premium looking seats. I guess one of the advantages of the older Teslas is they've still actually got all of your controls nicely adjustable, including lumbar support, which is a feature they've removed out of the Model 3s and the Model Ys for the passengers. So these are all there. It's quite a little, I guess, one of those features that you don't really look at all the time, or you use it all the time, but it's certainly one of those things that's good to have. All right. There you go. All right, guys, in the driver's seat of the Tesla Model X 100D, as you can see, the vehicle itself will tell you certainly what it is. It'll give you all the stats in terms of I guess what sort of vehicle it is, the state of charge, energy consumption. You could even set up a little clock if one wasn't enough for you, but now you've got another one. You've got your car status there. It'll tell you exactly what's going on with the tyres, all of these sorts of things. So it's certainly very, very intuitive in terms of the system itself. Everyone has their own personal preference about what you'd like to do. In any case, one of the reasons I've actually bought this instead of buying a Model 3 or a Model Y, I love having the screen in the centre. In front of you, I love having the driver display separately. I love being able to do simple things like turn on the wipers. I love being able to do simple things like actually even, I guess, adjusting your headlights or doing whatever, adjusting your mirrors. There's actually physical buttons, as opposed to going ahead and having to do everything through the infotainment system. Now that might be great, it might be fantastic, but this just makes the transition to EV that much simpler. Now that I'm used to it, would I have a problem in switching? No. But initially to go ahead and drive and have that experience and experience this car first, it has been an absolute treat to experience this first, understand how EVs drive, understand what these things can do, and honestly, it's a hats off to Tesla for making their car look like a normal car to start with, to convince people to jump in and drive it. Well done, Tesla. Well done.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.